Take a look at the top 5. Missy Parkin took the lead after 12 games and held on. Danielle McEwen qualified second. Brianna Cote, the reigning player of the year, the number 3 position. And the opening match features the 2 most recent defending champions here in Egan, Shannon O'Keefe in 2019 and Dasha Kovalova in 2021, along with Hall of Famer Kelly Kulick. I'm Dave Lamont, and let's get ready to bowl.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our number 5 seed from Ukraine, Dasha Kovalova.
And Shannon O'Keefe with the option has decided to let Dasha open on the left lane. And Kelly will give us info on the pattern here in just a moment. Bit of a mixer, but light on the 7.
As we break the pattern down, Dave, it's 45 feet the women bowled on this week, so really long, tight angles to that 1-3 pocket.
Dasha won this event last year. She's a 2-time champion at Louisville and also has a USBC Queens to her name.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our number 4 seed from Shiloh, Illinois, Shannon O'Keefe.
She may be on television more than anyone in bowling. She is as consistent and as talented as they come. And kick save and a beauty on the 10 pin.
Shannon Styles' classic 4-step approach, sliding 28, 19, 18 at the arrows. 43 feet is that hash marker. So here's the end of the pattern at 45 feet right there. That's where you're going to see the ball just start to tip up and hit that 1-3 pocket every single time.
Yeah, long pattern this week for the ladies here in Minnesota. And, a messenger is going to come over and fail to do its job.
So a lot of those carried this week, Dave. Pins fell quite easily here in Cedarvale Lanes. High-scoring house, high-scoring pattern.
Yeah, just to get through here.
Dasha averaged 226 to qualify for 5th. Shannon 216, and that was just after the round of 12. Clears up the spare. Dasha in frame number 2.
And Dasha had an interesting thing to say today. We interviewed her. So, what's the secret? She goes, spite. I'm bowling with spite. I think she was kidding. She might not have been. And that came out of Kelly, her being upset with the way she was bowling yesterday. She felt like she was rolling good and not getting any breaks at all. And the disappointment led to some anger, and she felt like that anger actually locked her into a positive zone. And it obviously worked to some degree because here she is in the opening match.
Well, as you said, she was channeling that frustration, which then turned into even greater focus and attention to her deliveries. I actually crossed with her in that second round after they cut to the top 27 women. And her focus just became very finite, and she shot a big game to make it in the round of 12, and bowled great to make it into the TV show tonight.
That is a tricky shot, obviously, and an open frame early on here for Dasha.
Two for 8 spare that she missed. 45 feet. Lane is only 60 feet in length, so at the end of the pattern, there's only that 15 feet to the head pin zone. The sleeper pins were definitely an issue when shooting spares this week, but most of the women left a lot of single pins because of the high scores. So when you dissect the pattern, she's sliding just 1 or 2 boards right of Shannon. Same target at the arrows. 12, 13 break point down at the lanes. Because the pattern is so long, again, we know about longer patterns to play closer to the head pin. And I think the common characteristics between all 5 women is they're very good straight players and they like to throw it firm.
And a mixer strike there for O'Keefe.
Shannon's game, very simple. 4-step approach. We know she has later timing. She gets the ball into the swing a little bit later. Everything is level here. Again, I always like to look at the head and how much it's going to move. Look at the knee bend before she's going into the slide. Now she's going to create that great leverage at the foul line with her shoulder. And we all know Shannon's got a very aggressive follow through and she hits her target 98% of the time.
Came through the little high and breaks up the 4-9. Routine. And that was at Wichita State, where Dasha was a college superstar. Seemed like that should have gotten a better result.
Very delicate, but watch. First big step, ball goes a little bit up in the air. Look at the high backswing. Off the screen there, comes down in this way, and really tries to gain a lot of power through her swing. Long slide, great knee bend. Left arm is just off to the side and a really extensive follow through.
The follow through especially reminiscent, I think.
She takes out the first 15 feet of the lane just because of the length of her arms and how well she projects the ball.
There she gets a kick on the 10. She needed that strike. We'll get you a bigger monitor.
Yeah, look right there, but look, the knee bend, the follow through, balance arm. She's hitting the same back spot as Shannon is. And you'll see most of the women, they're going to start in that same zone all night long and just go further and further left as they break down.
Wraparound on what looked to be a perfect shot.
You see it just extends a little bit longer, and watch the 6-pin kind of wrap itself around the 10, almost a ringing 10, but just has to get the ball to start up. We say out here, start up a little bit sooner into that forward roll to maximize the amount of strikes.
Smothers the 10-pin. And sweeps aside the 10.
Yeah, in our close-up screen, too, you can see that ball just kind of picked up and rolled forward a little bit earlier, hence the strike in the 6th frame. It's a wonderful facility. The staff went out of their way to make us feel very comfortable. You know, we appreciate the snacks in the locker room, the caddies to help us bring the balls up and down the stairs before and after the block. So great facility to be part of. Uh-oh.
It slipped. Yeah, that one slid away, leaving her with the bucket.
Watch as she releases the ball. Just accelerates a little bit more. Head goes a little bit further to the left. Hand wraps around it some more. She was 18-12. Notice the direction of the ball. 2 boards. And on this pattern, 2 boards makes a big difference. Skates through it. Hits the 3-pin right in the face, but leaves the bucket standing.
Trying to get the bucket. Oh, she went wide right with that one. And 2 open frames on 2 difficult spares for sure, but for a professional, the odds are greater they're going to make them. So all of a sudden she's down 27 against what has been so far a very steady Shannon O'Keefe. Obviously a lot going on in Dasha's mind regarding Ukraine. She lost her grandfather recently while she was competing in the Queens. Her mom is with her, dad too. Her mom is here in Minnesota. Good looking ball there, and she's just not getting some of the breaks when she throws a good shot.
1-3, 5-8, 5-9. Cross lane for the spare. Converts no problem.
Shannon getting closer to being in that top position to take on Brianna next. cold-blooded right there.
Very good shot by Shannon, of course. Key things, where she's sliding. 28, 18, 11. Watch the ball just go and drive through that pocket and not deflect at all.
Lead of 37 off of a double. Make it 3 in a row for Shannon O'Keefe.
Left lane has a little bit more earlier mid-roll. You can see the green pin on the ball, just kind of stand taller, migrate forward. Really tall pin placement on that ball, closer to the vertical access line for all you ball drillers out there. Gets the ball into a forward roll really, really quick off the spot. Max score for Shannon, 249, and Dasha must put a strike up here to have any sort of chance in this match.
And instead went through the face, leaving behind a 6-10. So it's looking like it will be O'Keefe and Cote, and the defending champion, Dasha Kovalova, is headed to a 5th place finish. Well, this has been her 3rd missed spare. This one won't have any kind of an effect at all. But the first 2 were certainly costly. But let's face it, Shannon O'Keefe is also bowling a solid, solid game.
Yep.
She went from 8th to 11th to 5th to 4th. And now we'll go on to our 2nd match of the day here in Minnesota. And this is only the 3rd of 12 stops on this PWBA tour. And Dasha's too good to not be back under the lights again, either on CBS Sportsnet or Bowl TV. And now that Shannon is assured of moving on, we're going to talk a little bit in the next game about what she has done over the last year to improve her game. And it might be something you wouldn't guess.
Ball change for Shannon in the 9th frame. She knows she secured the match and win will go on. So now she's just gathering some information.
Yeah, quick conversation with a ball rep, and we have another ball coming out here just as a tester, maybe?
We did, yep. She's changing to an asymmetric bowling ball. She was doing a symmetric bowling ball. Now she's going a little bit more aggressive, meaning it's a stronger weight block inside. The ball should start up a little bit earlier in comparison. Still sliding in the same spot. Bringing 10.
But you know what? When you're in that position, it never hurts to find out what else is working for you.
Yeah, you're trying, as a bowler, we're trying to control the pocket. When you can hit the 1-3 or the 1-2 for the left-hander, you can then make a move off of that. It might be a ball change. It might be a speed change, which is most frequently common out here. It could be a slight angle change. So once you start going through your tools in order to get you that carry where you can find information the first 4 frames and then strike out the rest of the game.
So Shannon O'Keefe, just one more shot before she moves on to take on Brianna Cote, and a little more work.
Yeah, and Shannon, the thing of it is, like, our keys as athletes, so, when you miss, you still want to get 9, and that's exactly what Shannon did. She has 4 9 spare frames. The rest are all strike conversions. She's going to try another bowling ball here, go back to a pearlized symmetric bowling ball in her hand, and just see what type of reaction it gives her in comparison to the other ones she's already used.
Well, another strong reaction. It's either 9 or a strike, and that's why Shannon O'Keefe is moving on in a match number 2 to take on Brianna Cote, the reigning PWBA Player of the Year. And a little break there. There's finally something good that happened for Dasha.
Yeah, and this is, I would just tell Dasha, again, watch her ball motion, okay? Key things. Speed, foul line, she's about 17, 18, leaks a little bit further right. So if they're getting so much hang, I would tell that person, get away from that hang spot. So lesson out there for you watching, move further left inside and try to get away from that hang spot. Like that.
Is she going to be tired of that?
It'd be great in the Pro-Am where 9 is all you need. We saw that a lot in the Pro-Am on Thursday night with a great group of fans.
They sold out Pro-Am, by the way. There was a waiting list to get in that Pro-Am on Thursday. The folks here in Eagan, just outside of Minneapolis, have really supported this event. And cheering for their defending champion right to the last. Shannon O'Keefe defeating Dasha Kovalova 227 to 159. So Dasha finishing in the 5th position, but that's back-to-back shows in this building for her when they come back next year.